Deep Sea Discoveries 2026. Alien creatures revealed. In 2026, deep ocean expeditions and lab analyses continue to turn up truly bizarre marine life. For example, an international research team confirmed 30 new deep-sea species from the remote Southern Ocean, including a predatory death ball sponge, demonstrating how little we know of these depths. Similarly, scientists exploring Hadal trenches of the Pacific found a new ghostly crustacean predator, Dulcibella camanchaca, living at nearly 8,000 meters depth. These discoveries, and many more, remind us that Earth's final frontier is stranger than fiction. Each creature has evolved outlandish adaptations for life in perpetual darkness. In late 2025, researchers described 3 brand new snailfish species from the Pacific Abyss off California. Among them is the bumpy snailfish, Herproctus caliculi, a translucent pink fish with a huge head and jelly-like body. Like its relatives, it sports a suction disc on its belly to anchor to the seafloor. 2 other newly named species, the dark snailfish, Herproctus yancey, and the sleek snailfish, Paraliparasam, were also found at depths around 3,000 to 4,100 meters. These deep-sea scavengers are slow-moving and cryptic, but DNA and high-resolution scans confirmed they are distinct from all known snailfishes. The discovery of multiple snailfish species in one region illustrates how little we've sampled the abyssal seafloor, and each has unique features, like the bumpy snailfish's loose skin, that make it look almost alien. Off Chile's coast, explorers dredged up a tiny crustacean never seen before, Dulcibella camanchaca. This 4-centimeter shrimp-like creature was found nearly 8,000 meters down in the Atacama, Peru-Chile Trench, a zone of total darkness. It has a snowy white carapace and elongate limbs, giving it a ghostly appearance. Remarkably, D. camanchaca is an active predator. It swims quietly on the seafloor and grabs prey with its claws. Scientists dubbed it darkness shrimp in the local indigenous language. Its discovery came as part of a joint U.S.-Chile expedition, Woods Hole and U, and was only published in late 2024. The ghostly white color, like an alien facehugger, is an adaptation to its pitch-black habitat, making it nearly invisible against the night. In the Antarctic region, researchers were stunned by a bizarre sponge among the new finds. One of the 30 confirmed new species is a chondrocladia sponge, nicknamed the death ball sponge. Unlike most sponges, which simply filter plankton, this one is a spherical predator. Its ball-like body is covered in tiny hook-like spines that ensnare small animals. Ocean Senses biologists describe it as a predatory sponge whose hooked orb traps prey, a chilling contrast to the gentle filter feeding we usually associate with sponges. In short, it lives up to its name, a floating white sphere bristling with hooks, ambushing unwary crustaceans in the frigid abyss. Not all snail-like creatures are peaceful. In 2025, scientists identified a new species of venomous snail, Turridrupa magnifica, from the deep South Pacific. At first glance, it looks like an ordinary marine snail, but it carries harpoon-like teeth loaded with potent neurotoxin. Found at 651,600 feet depth near New Caledonia and Vanuatu, this predatory gastropod can fire its venomous tooth to paralyze prey. Its glossy patterned shell hides the lethal machinery within. Such toxic snails are known elsewhere, but T. magnifica is the first of its kind described from this region. This small snail's discovery highlights that even seemingly innocuous mollusks can pack a surprising punch in the deep sea. Sharks and rays continue to surprise us. Off the coast of Tanzania, Mozambique, researchers caught sight of a new guitar shark family, Rhinobatidae, on the seafloor. These fishes blend shark and ray features. They have wing-like pectoral fins and a heavy shark tail, resembling a musical instrument, hence the name. The newly observed individual was part of a critically endangered group, and scientists are still describing it formally. Its body is stout and covered in tough skin. Its head is flat with eyes on top so it can lie camouflaged on sandy bottom. Although not monstrous-looking, the guitar shark is a notable predator. It scours reefs and dunes for crustaceans and small fish. This newly found specimen adds to the very short list of known guitar sharks, underscoring how much is still undocumented even in relatively shallow tropical seas. In the dim Twilight zone, to 600 meters deep, off Western Australia, scientists have identified Etmopterus westraliensis, a new lantern shark species. Lantern sharks are small, slender sharks with bioluminescent organs on their bellies that glow faintly. This newly described one measures only about 16 inches long, but it has enormous eyes adapted for the dark depths and rows of photophores that emit a ghostly light. The light patterns help it blend in with any downwelling sunlight, counter illumination, and attract prey. Its discovery was confirmed by a CSIRO expedition, and it joins a small group of glow-in-the-dark sharks. Despite its cute-sounding nickname, the lantern shark is an efficient deep-water hunter, quietly tracking small squid and fish with its enhanced vision and then engulfing them whole. Australia again delivered strangeness. A new flapjack octopus was discovered in deep canyons off the northwest coast. Dubbed the Carnarvon flapjack octopus, Octopuses carnarvonensis, this tiny Dumbo octopus has bright blood-red arms and massive blue eyes. It's only a few centimeters across. Like other flapjack octopuses, it can flatten out into a pancake shape to hover above the seafloor, or curl into a ball by pulling in its webbed arms. Its gelatinous body is soft and delicate, and unlike shallow water octopuses, it produces no ink. Researchers noted that its overall appearance, imagine a little ghost octopus with big ear-like fins, is almost surreal. The Carnarvon flapjack is the latest of many new octopus species being catalogued by Australian scientists in recent years. Meanwhile, in the Western Pacific, Chinese marine biologists found another odd octopus, a new deep-sea Dumbo octopus, Grimpoteuthis fetiana. This species was collected from the Caroline Seamount at over 1,200 meters depth, living far below any sunlight. It has the characteristic ear-shaped fins and webbed arms of Grimpoteuthis. Its body is described as translucent orange-red, about 20 centimeters long. As it swims, G. fetiana gently flaps its fins and pulses the membranes between its arms like fluttering an umbrella. The researchers were so struck by its graceful motion and otherworldly look that they named it after the Feitian aerial dancers in Chinese murals. This creature's delicate, ghost-like form embodies how many deep-sea octopuses have evolved. Slow-moving, gelatinous, and utterly unlike their coastal cousins. Not all new discoveries are free-swimming beasts. Some are parasites. One of the strangest is Zion everta, a crustacean isopod recently described from Australian waters. This tiny parasite lives attached to fish, but its claim to fame is purely visual. The female's back is studded with rounded bumps that look exactly like popped popcorn kernels. In fact, its genus name Zayone hints at corn zay, found near the ocean surface in turbid water. Zay everta is only a few centimeters long, but under a microscope its popcorn isopod appearance is uncanny. Male Z. everta are tiny and live mostly inside the female, so only the bulbous females are visible. This bizarre isopod is a reminder that even invertebrate drifters can evolve alarmingly weird shapes, here possibly to deter its own predators while it feeds on host fish blood. Finally, even sedentary clams can be deadly in the deep. In the Aleutian Trench, researchers performed CT scans on an unusual bivalve and described Mionera aleutiana, a carnivorous clam. Unlike normal clams that filter plankton, this species is a hunter at 5,000, 175,280 meters depth. It uses a long, hair-like tooth radula inside its shell to seize small prey, then swallows it whole. The study notes that it set a new depth record for carnivorous bivalves. To the video watcher, M. aleutiana looks innocuous, just a bivalve shell. But its internal anatomy, revealed by non-invasive imaging, shows a formidable predatory design. Not all new ocean discoveries are animals that swim or hunt, some are living structures. One of the most delicate is the glass veil coral, formally described in 2025 from a remote Pacific seamount. This deep-sea coral grows in thin, fan-like sheets that are almost completely transparent, giving it a ghostly, glass-like appearance under submersible lights. Its fragile branches are lined with microscopic polyps that feed by combing organic particles from slow-moving currents. Scientists believe its transparency helps reduce detection by predators and prevents damage from drifting debris. Despite its fragile look, the glass veil coral forms vital habitat, sheltering tiny invertebrates in an otherwise barren abyss. First observed during a 2026 ROV expedition, the phantom sponge is one of the hardest deep-sea organisms ever recorded to visually track. Its skeleton is made of ultra-fine silica fibers, arranged in a loose lattice that bends incoming light, causing the sponge to almost disappear against the dark seafloor. Living at depths beyond 4,000 meters, it filters bacteria and dissolved organic matter from cold, nutrient-poor water. When physically disturbed, scientists recorded brief, dim pulses of internal light, suggesting a primitive stress response. This sponge demonstrates how extreme transparency can function as camouflage in the abyss. Discovered clinging to exposed trench walls in 2025, the abyssal lace anemone is instantly recognizable by its long, ribbon-thin tentacles that spread outward like delicate fabric. These tentacles are densely packed with nematocysts capable of stunning small fish and plankton drifting past in deep currents. Unlike shallow water anemones, this species anchors directly to bare rock with a muscular base adapted to immense pressure. Researchers believe its lace-like structure maximizes feeding surface while minimizing energy use, making it an efficient ambush predator in the deep sea's food-limited environment. Filmed for the first time in 2025, drifting through complete darkness, the crystal bell jelly looks more like blown glass than living tissue. Its dome-shaped bell is almost perfectly transparent, with faintly glowing internal canals tracing its anatomy like illuminated veins. Instead of long, trailing tentacles, this jelly uses short, delicate feeding filaments to capture plankton in midwater. Scientists believe its fragile structure reduces energy costs, while allowing it to remain nearly invisible to predators. When startled, the crystal bell jelly emits a single, brief flash of light before fading back into the black, a disappearing act perfected for life in the abyss. Rising upright from the soft seafloor like a feather planted in sand, the whispering sea pen was documented during a 2026 deep-sea survey in the Indian Ocean. Its slender stalk supports rows of tiny polyps that feed simultaneously, filtering organic particles from passing currents. What sets this species apart is its subtle bioluminescent signaling. Faint waves of light travel upward along the stalk in slow, rhythmic pulses. Researchers suspect these signals may help coordinate feeding or deter predators. When threatened, the entire colony can retract into the sediment, vanishing almost instantly and leaving no trace behind. Discovered during a 2025 Abyssal sediment survey, the mirror skin worm challenges the idea of what camouflage can be. Its outer skin is highly reflective, mirroring surrounding sediments and faint light sources so precisely that the animal appears to vanish when viewed from certain angles. Living buried just beneath the seafloor, it absorbs nutrients directly through its body rather than actively hunting. Researchers believe this mirror-like surface helps the worm avoid detection by bioluminescent predators that hunt by contrast. With loosely arranged internal organs adapted to pressure, the mirror skin worm survives by becoming visually irrelevant in one of Earth's harshest environments. Mapped for the first time in 2026 along a steep continental slope, the ghost fan coral grows outward in wide, net-like fans that cling to vertical rock faces. Its pale, almost translucent skeleton gives it a spectral appearance when illuminated by deep-sea submersibles. Unlike tropical corals, it does not rely on sunlight or symbiotic algae. Instead, thousands of tiny polyps extend only during periods of strong current, capturing drifting organic particles. Scientists estimate its growth rate to be just a few millimeters per year, meaning large colonies may be centuries old. Damage to this coral could take generations to recover, making it a fragile cornerstone of deep-sea ecosystems. Recorded during a 2025 midwater expedition, the bioluminescent anemone represents a rare hybrid of form and function rarely seen in deep-sea life. Its body is lined with rows of comb-like structures that emit shifting bands of blue and green light as it moves. These glowing combs ripple in sequence, creating mesmerizing patterns believed to confuse predators while luring plankton closer. Unlike most anemones, this species is not permanently anchored and can drift slowly through the water column. When prey approaches, its tentacles fold inward with precision, turning light itself into a hole in the darkness. First documented in 2026, near a deep methane seep, the ink-veil sea slug is a striking nudibranch adapted for survival in toxic, low-light environments. Its body appears matte black at rest, but when disturbed, glowing blue lines ignite along its edges, outlining its shape in electric contrast. This species feeds on chemically defended sponges, storing their toxins within its own tissues as protection. When threatened, it releases a dark, inky mucus that clouds the water, masking its escape. Slow-moving yet highly defended, the ink-veil sea slug relies on chemistry and visual deception rather than speed to survive the deep. Discovered during a 2026 deep reef survey, the thread-light sponge spreads across rocky ledges like a tangled web of glowing fibers. Each thread is a living strand of tissue, embedded with light-producing cells that emit a soft, steady glow, illuminating the surrounding seafloor like a star map. Scientists believe this light may attract microscopic organisms, increasing the sponge's feeding efficiency. Despite its delicate appearance, the sponge is remarkably resilient. Broken fragments can regenerate into entirely new individuals, allowing colonies to slowly expand across the abyss. The thread-light sponge shows how even the simplest animals can reshape darkness into opportunity. Observed during a 2025 Abyssal Plain expedition, the veilfin sea cucumber moves unlike any of its relatives. Instead of crawling, it glides just above the seafloor, using thin, translucent fin-like flaps that ripple gently along its sides. Its nearly transparent body reveals softly glowing internal organs, illuminated by symbiotic bioluminescent bacteria. This species feeds on marine snow, tiny particles of decaying matter drifting down from above, playing a critical role in recycling nutrients. When threatened, it ejects glowing filaments that distract predators. The veilfin sea cucumber transforms waste into life, silently maintaining balance in the deep. Rising from the darkness like a frozen monument, the crowned glass sponge was described in 2026 from extreme depths exceeding 5,000 meters. Its body forms stacked, ring-like structures resembling a crown, each layer filtering seawater independently. Built from rigid silica, its skeleton is strong enough to withstand immense pressure while remaining finely detailed. Inside its chambers live symbiotic microbes that process chemicals toxic to most animals. Some specimens are believed to be thousands of years old, making them among the oldest living animals on Earth. The crowned glass sponge is a living archive of deep-sea history. Discovered along a deep trench edge in 2025, the Twilight bloom anemone follows a strict daily rhythm, despite living far below sunlight. It opens only during periods of low ambient glow, unfurling petal-like tentacles that emit a soft purple light. These tentacles are coated with microscopic hooks designed to capture plankton migrating through the water column. When darkness deepens, the anemone closes tightly, conserving energy. Scientists believe its timing is synchronized with vertical plankton movement. In the deep sea, even flowers obey the clock of unseen tides. Encountered during a 2026 midwater dive, the ribbon halo jelly moves through the dark with an almost ceremonial grace. Thin, glowing ribbons spiral around its bell, forming a luminous halo that pulses softly as it drifts. Each ribbon is packed with stinging cells capable of instantly paralyzing plankton and small fish. Researchers believe this halo serves a dual purpose, attracting prey while confusing predators with shifting light patterns. Unlike fast-moving jellies, this species relies on slow, deliberate motion, letting its glowing trap do the work. In the deep sea, beauty and danger often arrive together. Documented in 2025 along a near-vertical reef wall, the shadow net coral spreads an ultra-thin, web-like structure across bare rock. Almost invisible under normal conditions, its net briefly shimmers when illuminated by submersible lights. Thousands of tiny polyps sit along the threads, capturing microscopic food particles carried by strong currents. This coral does not grow upward like reefs, but outward, maximizing feeding surface while remaining nearly undetectable. Scientists believe it forms hidden habitats for small invertebrates, creating ecosystems that exist entirely in the shadows. First recorded beneath Antarctic deep shelves in 2026, the frostveil sponge thrives in near-freezing temperatures that would kill most marine life. Its pale, feathery body resembles ice crystals suspended in water, but beneath the delicate surface lies a tough silica framework. The sponge filters cold, bacteria-rich currents, relying on specialized microbes adapted to extreme cold. When touched, it slowly contracts, confirming its living nature despite its frozen appearance. The frostveil sponge demonstrates that life can persist even at the edge of the ocean's thermal limits. Discovered near the outer edge of a hydrothermal vent field in 2026, the pulse flare anemone uses light as part of its hunting strategy. When feeding, its tentacles emit rhythmic flashes of deep red light, each pulse synchronized with slow contractions that draw prey inward. Scientists believe these flashes may disorient plankton and small crustaceans adapted to darkness. Unlike vent species that tolerate extreme heat, this anemone occupies a narrow temperature zone, balancing danger and opportunity. Its glowing rhythm turns the surrounding darkness into a silent signal, announcing that feeding has begun. Recorded during a 2025 midwater survey, the glass threadworm is so thin and transparent that it is almost impossible to see without artificial lighting. Its elongated body drifts freely, propelled by subtle wave-like motions rather than active swimming. Internal organs are faintly visible, suspended in gelatinous tissue adapted to crushing pressure. The worm feeds on single-celled organisms, absorbing nutrients directly through its surface. Scientists suspect it spends its entire life suspended in the water column, never touching the seafloor. In the deep ocean, survival sometimes means leaving no trace at all. First mapped in 2026 on an isolated seamount, the moonveil soft coral forms rounded, translucent lobes that glow softly under blue light. Its polyps open and close in unison, creating the illusion of the colony breathing. Unlike reef corals, it lacks a rigid skeleton, relying on flexible tissue to withstand strong currents. Researchers believe it reproduces extremely slowly, possibly only once every few decades. Rare and fragile, the moonveil soft coral adds a quiet, lunar glow to some of the darkest places on Earth. Anchored alone on vast stretches of abyssal plain, the silent Bolum sea anemone was identified in 2025 during a long-term deep-sea observatory study. It shows almost no movement for days or even weeks at a time, conserving energy in a food-scarce environment. When prey finally drifts within reach, the anemone closes its thick tentacles with slow, irreversible precision. It produces no bioluminescence and offers no warning. The silent Bolum sea anemone survives through patience alone, proving that stillness can be the most powerful strategy in the deep. From see-through octopuses to popcorn parasites, the new species of 2026 are often beautiful or terrifying, but always alien. These recently described animals remind us that Earth's oceans are still largely unexplored. Every expedition seems to uncover creatures straight out of science fiction. Which of these finds amazed or creeped you out the most? Drop a comment below. Make sure to subscribe for more deep-sea wonders. Our planet's final frontiers hold countless secrets yet to be found.